More than 20 years ago, Signal Mountain embarked on a bold new vision to strengthen public education, a grassroots movement to create a unified voice to solve the challenges facing public education in our community. This vision created the Mountain Education Foundation, a creative solution bringing parents, teachers, concerned citizens, and business together to address important initiatives in our schools. Today, the Mountain Education Foundation continues to enable Signal Mountain educators to go far beyond what our schools can do with public funding alone. Since 1991, more than $5 million in additional funding has been provided to strengthen the Signal Mountain Public Schools, while eliminating the need for students to sell products door-to-door to raise money for public education. Each year, the MEF provides additional educational programs, financial resources, and faculty to continue the strong tradition of excellence in our schools.
The Mountain Education Foundation is just such a great support, and it's unlike any other organization that I've been involved with. To have an organization that, again, their sole purpose is to fundraise and to provide resources to our schools that are based on our needs is just something that's just phenomenal. And through their efforts and the efforts of our community and the partnerships that we have, we are able to provide many, many things for our students that, again, they would not otherwise be able to have.
Just last year, thanks to your contributions, we were able to expand our Learning Center. We are currently starting a TV production class thanks to the new equipment from the Mountain Education Foundation. And we were able to take a storage room and make it into an art room because we are currently out of space.
As the new principal at Thrasher Elementary, I am very excited about all of the support from parents and community members and the Mountain Education Foundation.
MEF helps us to have our own college counselor on campus, Ms. Mitchum, who is a great help to all of the students, especially all of the juniors and seniors, to help us with all the colleges that are out there, all the college applications, and just going through the process.
Our school offers lots of great opportunities as students, like our theater department, where we get to express ourselves in ways that we can't academically, and our art, chorus, and band departments, where we get to have fun, but it also helps us learn better in our classes.
I decided to support MEF after my wife and I took a tour of Thrasher Elementary with Amy Randolph when we were deciding where to send our son to elementary school. We were very impressed with what Thrasher had to offer, especially with regards to the art class and the computer lab. When I later found out that the salaries for the art teacher and the computer teacher were funded by MEF, I knew that I wanted to get involved and make sure that MEF's goals were reached so that the schools had the tools they needed to be the best in the state.
At Thrasher Elementary, our PTA is extremely grateful to have an organization like Mountain Education Foundation. It helps to fund our technology department and our art department.
I can speak on behalf of Nolan PTA. We could not do it on our own. We have to reach out and ask for help, and the best hand to help is MEF. They're always willing to give, they're always there when we need them, and there's no way we could do it on our own.
I have never been at an elementary school that was able to have an art teacher. And of course, all the research shows how valuable that is for our students.
Art at Thrasher was actually my favorite class because all the different techniques we did. Like one day we'd be doing line design, next day we'd be doing watercolor painting, and maybe the next day we'd be cutting out pictures from magazines, making a collage.
If we didn't have art at Thrasher, some people might think that it isn't that much of a big deal, but I really like art. It's a fun related arts.
And the technology teacher, the Mountain Education Foundation funds that position, as well as the technology materials such as the smart boards, the iPads, the computers. All of these things are necessary to equip our students to become those leaders.
Our teachers use our Promethean boards for different subjects to learn math or science.
Mr. McAvoy, he's a computer teacher. He was really nice, had great personality, a great sense of humor. So after he showed us what to do, he'd sometimes joke around with us. And without him, I wouldn't know how to work a computer today.
One of the greatest benefits MEF provides Signal Mountain Middle High School is that they have taken away the burden of fundraising. We have many groups in the high school and the middle school that are in need of funding, and the fact that they could help us with our educational needs has made a tremendous difference in our building.
In the past, we have had to send our children door to door for fundraising. We've had to sell magazines, wrapping paper. MEF provides the opportunity where parents can just write one check and it's all done and we don't have to send the kids out.
We all want the best for our kids, and your contribution to the Mountain Education Foundation helps to provide that. It provides resources for students to use every day. It provides resources for teachers and training for teachers. It also, in the long run, helps to prepare your child for the future and helps them become college and career ready. So I encourage you to contribute to the Mountain Education Foundation so we can give our kids the best that they can have.
If I were going to share something else with parents, I would just, again, show my appreciation through MEF and all the things that they do for us in our school and your students. And I would encourage each and every one of us to be very kind contributors to these efforts because, again, everything that you contribute comes directly back into our schools, and it's evident of that every day.
We need to sort of stand back and say thank you to and how much we appreciate the community for what it does and for what it has done over the years. We do appreciate you, and we do hope that you feel that this is your foundation and that you will continue to be a part of it.
The funds raised by MEF do not come from large endowments or federally funded grant programs. They come from people just like you, who are concerned about the success of our community schools. In this difficult economic environment and era of continued budget constraints, we need your help to fill the growing gaps in funding for education. To meet this challenge, MEF must raise an average of $200 per student annually to ensure our schools are well funded and critical needs are adequately met. MEF has an ambitious strategic plan, one that was jointly developed with school administrators, teachers, and the MEF Advisory Board to meet the challenges facing our schools. But the plan will only succeed with your involvement and support. Using the plan as our guide, together we can continue to tackle any project, large or small, to provide a high-quality education for our children. Thank you for investing in our schools and the future of our community's children. Together, we can ensure the continued success of our schools.